In the beginning, people should look for ways to save money on the big recurring costs that we all have every month. Check out where you can save. Phone bill. In the past, my monthly bill would have been $75. If you know what you need and what you can live without, then find a cheap cell phone plan that fits your needs. Getting rid of all the talk minutes because we don't talk on the phone at all was what we did. We also made sure we had enough text and data. A month for 2 people costs us about $60. My wife and I spend about the same amount together, one with Verizon and another with T-Mobile. Another company may offer a better deal. Learn how to do it on our post about how to save money on your cell phone bill. If you don't use your home phone, you can save a lot of money by only using your cell phone or your other cell phone service at home. If you still need a home phone, you can use internet telephone service instead, which can be a lot cheaper than having a home phone. To save money on things you don't need or use, think about canceling extra features on your phone like voicemail, call waiting, and caller ID. If you need a landline for a home security system or something like that, think about getting rid of extra features like these. Internet service. You might want to switch your internet service to another provider so that you can get new subscriber deals or promotions. Switch from one type of internet to another, like DSL to cable or fiber optic internet, to get better internet. The first time you switch, you can often get great deals. Then, when the promotion ends, you can switch providers to get another great deal. Also, think about bundling your phone, internet, and TV service to save money. If you want to save money on your TV and entertainment costs, there are many ways to do that. First, you can switch cable providers from one to the other in order to get a deal. In case that doesn't work, you can always get rid of the cable and save a lot of money by setting up a home entertainment system with streaming services like Netflix and Hulu. We have a guide to cutting the cord. Utilities. Most of the time, there aren't many ways to save money on your local utilities, like electricity, garbage, gas, or other things. Most of the time, you only have one tool to work with. What you can do is cut back on how often you use the services to keep costs down. Turn the temperature up in the summer and down in the winter to save money on electricity. Use a thermostat that can be set. Take it out of the socket or turn it off if you're not going to use it. The water heater should be turned down to 112 degrees. When you have a small load, don't run the dishwasher or laundry every time you have to do something. Look for energy leaks in your home by getting a home energy audit. Then, find ways to keep your home in good shape to save money, like cleaning your AC condenser coils or changing your furnace filters. Insurance. Find the best deal on your insurance, whether it's for your car, home, life, or other type of insurance. Shop around to find the best deal. This is what happened the last time I changed my car insurance. I was shocked to learn that I was paying about $1,000 a year more than I should have been for the same level of insurance. A lot of money went to waste. When we changed our home insurance, we also saved a lot of money. People can save money on gas in many ways. Using apps like Gas Buddy or Get Upside, you can find the cheapest gas station in your area. Fill up at a local warehouse club, get gas coupons from your local grocery store, and use cashback credit or debit cards that can help you save up to 5% on gas. If you want to drive smart, you can limit your quick starts and stops, and keep the speed smooth. If you want to save money on your prescriptions, make sure that you buy the generic version of your regular prescriptions. Other things you can do to save money are to shop around at different pharmacies, get samples from your doctor, or buy your prescriptions in bulk to save money. Property taxes. You can sometimes fight your property taxes if you think the value they gave your home was wrong. We were able to save a lot of money by appealing our property taxes one year. It's possible to refinance your mortgage right now, even though lending rules have changed. You can get great rates and save a lot of money on your mortgage every month. Mortgage insurance. Many people are having to pay hundreds of dollars a year because they didn't put down at least 20% when they bought their home. You can get rid of this if you don't need it. If you're one of those people, and you recently hit the magic 80-20 loan-to-value ratio, ask your mortgage provider if they can take the insurance out of your monthly payment so you can save money. There are a lot of ways that you can pay your bills online instead of mailing in a check, like, in the long run, it might save you $50 to $60 a year, based on how many monthly bills you have. There are ways to save money on gym memberships, like by taking advantage of health plan discounts or setting up your own gym in the house. Take care of money leaks. There are times when money just goes away because we've always spent money where we didn't think about it, or because there are hidden costs that we didn't even know about. A few things to be aware of, or look for in your own home. On the way to work, you might buy a cup of coffee. I'm very bad at this. Many times a week, I just buy a cup of coffee on the way to work. In the last few weeks, I've been cutting back on this and instead buying great micro roasted coffee to make at home instead. This saves me a lot of money. Hobbies: do you like comic books, leather-bound books of great literature, or a lot of video games? Every month, you can spend a lot of money on new and better things for your favorite hobby. You don't have to stop completely, but cutting back on how much you spend can save money and give you more money for other things. Bank fees: it should be easy to avoid overdraft fees, other network ATM fees, and other bank fees, but many people have trouble with this. Use a personal finance tool like Mint.com or Personal Capital to make sure that you always know how much money you have, and make sure that you reconcile your accounts often. A person who is naturally a giver may spend too much money on gifts for other people. When we give someone a gift, it makes us feel good, but we can easily go overboard and do too many things. Instead, try giving gifts that are more creative and cheap, or give the gift of time or an experience to your friend or family member. RetailMeNot.com, Rakuten, and Honey are all sites that give you coupons, discounts, rebates, and more. There's no reason to pay full price for things when there are sites like these. My family and I got one of our pizzas for free last night when we used a coupon that we found on the internet. You should do some research and look for deals on the things you buy. Credit card rewards that aren't used: a lot of people have credit card rewards that never get used. The things that get you points for things like trips, cashback, and gift cards are called points. You should make sure that if you use one of these cards, that you use the rewards. There are a lot of gift cards that people don't use. They get them for birthdays and holidays, but then they end up being stored away. Remember to use your gift cards, or at least sell them online through a site like Raise and make some money. Otherwise, you'll spend money that you don't need to. That's not good. As tax time comes around, many people don't take deductions that could have saved them money. For example, they don't take deductions for giving to charity. To keep track of your deductions, use an app like It's Deductible. You'll be able to save money on your taxes. Eating out too much. At our house, our dining out budget is one of the areas where we have the most trouble. When we eat out less often, we can save a lot of money. When you go out to eat, don't forget to use coupons and discounts when you can. Drinks: when you eat out with friends, your bar tab can quickly grow. Stay in control and only drink 1 or 2 drinks all night instead. Or you can just drink water. Some people forget to take advantage of discounts that are available for products and services through their job or other sources. To give you an example, some company health plans give you discounts on gym memberships if you go to the gym at least 3 times per month, for example. To get the best deal, use it now. If you're overcharged on a bill, don't pay it. Make sure you keep track of your monthly bills and know what you're paying for, too. If you don't pay attention, you might not notice that there are charges you didn't know about. I recently found that my satellite TV bill had gone up by $5 a month. After complaining to their customer service a lot, they changed the charges. Do not try to negotiate on your own. Instead, use a bill negotiation service. When it comes to insurance, some people have way too much coverage and pay a lot for it. They could have a less expensive plan with a higher deductible and still get the coverage they need. By getting less coverage and having higher deductibles, you can save money on your insurance. Brand names: people often buy brand names because they've always done that. A generic brand is often just as good or even better than a name brand item. In the grocery store, think about what kinds of things you buy that tend to go bad at home, or spoil before you can eat them. Buy less of that item, or don't buy it at all. At work, there are times when you're hungry and have to buy candy from the vending machine. In the long run, this can hurt your health. If you do this every day, it can add up and hurt your health. Buy your own tasty and healthy snacks instead. It's a good idea to stop yourself from buying things on the spur of the moment. Make a rule that you can only buy something after at least 24 hours, and maybe even 30 days. Sometimes, I've let too much money build up in my checking account instead of investing it or putting it in a higher yielding savings account, which would have been better for me. Put your money to good use. In the past, I bought a lot of DVDs and books that I never read again. Rather than buying or renting the movies you want to see, rent video games and get books or ebooks from your local library instead. People don't know why their bills have gone up. Sometimes, a bill might go up, but you just accept it. Instead, try to figure out why your utility bill has gone up, not how to fix it. Is your water heater broken? Filter needs to be changed? Or did you leave a window open in the upstairs room that was never used? Ask how. When you don't use a membership or subscription, you can cancel it. For example, if you have a magazine subscription but don't read it very often, you can cancel the subscription. Cut up your membership card if you haven't used it in 2 years. In the last few weeks, haven't you watched a movie on Netflix? Putting your membership on hold is the best way to deal with this. Kill all the subscriptions to zombies. How to save money in fun ways. Another way to save money is to think outside the box and do things that other people might not have thought of. Some ideas I came up with. When my friend Matt put together a tutorial on how to make your own laundry detergent or dish soap, I thought I'd share it with you. If you don't want to throw away old clothes, look for ways to use them again rather than throw them away. Wash your car with old t-shirts and make a new purse or bag with old jeans. Make your own gifts. Instead of buying mom a pricey gift, make something from the heart for her. Make a collage of photos of things you and your friends have done together, or make a cheap gift basket for a loved one. Grow your own vegetables. Make a DIY garden in your backyard and grow your own vegetables, which will help you save money on food. This will help you save money. When you buy things like furniture, don't spend a lot of money on new ones. You can buy them cheap or get them for free on a site like Craigslist. Or you could use furniture you already own in a new way. Ask for a discount. Even if you don't have a coupon or a list of savings, ask for a discount. Even if you don't expect it. The last time we went to the hospital, we asked for a discount and paid in cash. We saved 10%. Buy food from the farmer. Do you live near a farm or a farmer's market? If so, you can buy food from the farmer. Fresh vegetables should be bought right from the source rather than in a store. You can save money by signing a longer lease, prepaying your rent, or cutting the grass in exchange for a lower rent. Buy quality. Instead of buying the cheapest thing, look for things that are good quality and don't break the bank. It costs less in the long run because you don't have to buy things as often. Instead of buying something you need, borrow it from a neighbor or have everyone chip in and share it. Rather than use a dryer, hang your clothes out to dry. You can cut your own hair and save a few $100s a year for each member of your family. General ways to save money. Some more ways to save that you might not have thought of. If you want to save money, start a budget and stick to it. This may seem like a simple way to save money, but not many people do it. Keeping track of where your money goes can help you find a lot of ways to save money. The car wash costs between $15 and $30 every time you go, so instead of going there, wash your own car. As long as you're handy with cars, you can change your own oil and avoid a trip to the service station. With the help of the internet, you can keep your home appliances in good shape. If you smoke, you should stop. Quit. It's better for your health and will save you a lot of money, too. Drink a lot of soda. Stop. Drink a lot more water instead. Getting a rental car? Don't pay for it. If your own insurance covers the extra insurance, don't pay for it, even if you don't have to. Taking a flight? Don't pay for first class. Instead, try to get an exit row with extra legroom. You can save money by lowering your taxable income. Take advantage of deductions, make deductible contributions to retirement accounts, or increase the amount you send to flexible spending or health savings accounts to save money. If you live far from your job or public transportation isn't available, you might not be able to give up your car. But many people are living without a car to save money on gas, insurance, and car payments. You can ride public transportation, carpool, or bike to get where you need to go instead of owning a car. Other creative ways to get around without a car are order groceries online or rent a car for a short time. You can also take a taxi. This way to save money works best if you live in a city with a lot of public transportation. It's sometimes possible to get your groceries from the farm where they're grown. You can also join a co-op group to buy vegetables and other groceries in bulk from local farms. These days, people talk more about wanting to move into a bigger house with more amenities and space. You can live in a smaller house, or even a tiny one, to save money and space. To be different, move into a smaller house that costs less and has fewer costs. Before you move in, pay it off. Many people are even choosing to live in a small house in order to lessen their impact on the world. Even though I might not go that far, it's still possible. If you want to save money on coffee, you can roast and brew your own. My brother told me this. Coffee prices have gone up more than 90% in the last year. To save money, roast your own coffee. Just buy the green coffee, buy a cheap new or used popcorn popper, and look for tutorials on how to make popcorn on the web. Don't buy new. Some people won't buy anything new. Instead, they'll buy things that are gently used or a year or two old instead. Craigslist and eBay are great places to buy used things these days. You can get anything from an Xbox 360 to a car. To save money, you can buy used. Don't use subscription services, or ask for price cuts on the services you already use. If you can, try not to pay for things like cable TV, cell phone service, newspapers, magazines, and lawn mowing. Instead, look for free alternatives online, do it yourself, buy prepaid services, or buy things only when you really need or want them, not when you think you need them. If you need a certain service, ask for a price cut, or think about switching to SaveMoney. Get rid of the cable TV service. Cable TV can cost you a lot of money, not just once, but every month. By cutting your cable, you can save money. Between $40 and $120 is what most people pay for cable every month. From $480 to $1,440, you've saved over a year. Watch your favorite shows from most networks on a service like Hulu, Philo, or Sling, and then add in free streaming services to fill in the rest of the shows you don't want to miss. Using an antenna and DVR, you can watch free broadcast TV and free streaming services like Netflix and Hulu. You can also use a media server like Plex to watch your own movies and TV shows. The Media Mall Play On software lets you stream most of the streaming services that you pay for and record them to watch later. You can do this with a software like this. The price? There is a one-time fee of $40 for Play On that you pay once. You can take a day off work to look for better insurance rates. Take a day off every few years to work on our insurance coverages, shop around, and get better rates for them. This way, I can spend the whole day doing this. The last time I did this, I found better insurance for our car and home for about $1,100 less a year. Cancel subscription services and look for cheaper alternatives instead. Some people at our house have cut back on Netflix and instead rented movies at a Redbox for less money. At least $15 a month for Netflix, we were only getting 2 to 3 movies each month. We rented the same number of movies from the Redbox less than a mile from our house for just over $3 less than that. If you can find a Redbox free rental code, it can be even cheaper. There are a lot of them. Use this method for other subscription services, like newspapers or magazines, as well. To save money, you can buy the book on the newsstand only when you want to read it. Shop for used things. The new car costs $20,000. Instead, buy a car that is 2 to 3 years old and has low mileage for about half that price. The last time we bought our car, we did this, and we probably saved about $12,000 to $14,000. The tip can be used for other things, too. Try it when you buy clothes, books, electronics, or other big-ticket items. Pack your lunch and try to eat out less. I used to think this was a silly idea until we tried it at home. After we did our budget, we found out how much money we were spending on lunches and eating out together. Let's say it was more than we thought it was. A lot of people spend a lot of money on this, even if they only spend half of it. At the movies, you can save money. There are a lot of ways to save money if you're a movie fan like my wife and I. To save money, see the movie at a second-run theater, go to a matinee or buy a package of tickets. Bring your own snacks, look for free family movie days in the summer, or join Movie Watcher loyalty clubs. Wow, that was a lot to say. For more, click on the link below. Taking care of things. Check the oil, tire inflation, and fluid levels on your car and on your home on a regular basis, and do the same thing for your own home. Because your things will last longer, you could save hundreds or even thousands of dollars in the long run by keeping up with the maintenance. It may not seem like this, but it could save you money in the long run. Give yourself some time to wait. You might go out and buy things on a whim. Give yourself a set amount of time before you can buy something. The more likely you are to buy things on impulse, the longer you should wait before you buy them. I like to think about buying something for at least 24 hours before I make a decision. If the price is high, I like to think about it for even longer. It's even better to save up and pay for things with cash, but sometimes you'll find that when you've saved up for something, you no longer want or need it. Do not shop when you want to eat. Make a list of what you want to eat. One thing I do all the time is go grocery shopping when I'm hungry. When I do that, I often buy a lot of food that we don't need and that sometimes goes bad before we can eat it. Before going shopping, have a meal. Only shop with a list. Don't buy anything that you don't want. Check out this post for more ideas on how to save money on your food. Ask for a discount to save money. A lot of the time, you can get discounts on the service you use, as well as on the things you buy, just by asking for them. As an example, you could call your internet provider and ask for a discount on your monthly bill. It's common for them to cut your rate for a short time, or to make you stay with them instead of switching providers. This is another thing we've done. We've asked for a discount on our medical bills. People often get 10 to 20% off of their hospital bills by calling the billing department and paying with cash, But it's not always the case. For some of my wife's medical bills, we did this last year, and it worked out well. This is just the start. There are a lot of ways to save money. If you want, it can become a habit. To save money, you just have to think outside the box, be creative, and have a goal in mind. The changes on this page may seem small when you first look at them. Small changes like these can help you build a strong financial foundation, but that's not true at all.